Hey friends, and welcome to today's video. As you can see by the title, today we are back to doing a crafty girl vlog. I feel like it has been a little bit since I've done one of these, but I have a very fun variety of crafts for this week, so I figured it was the perfect timing. Other than that, if you want to keep up to date with my crafts and me, make sure to check out my other social. But let's get straight into this crafty girl vlog. It is currently Sunday and I am starting a new project right now. My last couple videos have been about crochet, but we are going back to knitting. I plan on starting another crochet project soon. I just haven't decided what that's gonna be yet, but I have some yarn I wanna use and I decided on a little knitting project that I wanna do. I believe I showed you this in a previous crafty girl vlog or knitting vlog, but I made this little, I think it's called pointelle headscarf, and I love how it turned out. I still have not worn it, but I think it's super cute. I need to like put it in my line of vision so that I remember to wear it, but I have been all about little headscarves or little, like, this isn't really supposed to be worn like this, but you could totally wear it like this. I have some leftover butter yellow yarn from my first Sabay top, and I've been meaning to make something with that, and I think this is the perfect less than one spool of yarn project. So we're gonna make another one of these. I will link the pattern below. It was free and it was awesome. I'm excited to have another one of these. I wanted one in like a light blue color. I don't know why I keep buying like pink yarn. It's like I don't want to make another pink one because this one's already pink, obviously, but I think it would look so cute in yellow. So that's what we're starting today. Hello friends, and happy Monday. I am just about to head to work, but I wanted to give you a little update from last night. I totally forgot to, but I ended up getting a pretty good amount done on my second lace headscarf, and I think it's looking so cute, especially in the color. I don't know if you can tell, maybe against my sweater, but it's a butter yellow. It's just looking a lot neater than my first time going about it. And not just neater, it feels a lot better knitting it. I don't know if you guys experience this, but anytime I knit something, or honestly do anything a second time, just feels a lot more comfortable, or maybe I'm more confident in doing it. But I feel like I have the pattern for this pretty much down to a T. I don't know if that will stay the same when I pick it back up and start knitting again, but at least last night I was knitting for a good amount of time and feel like I got the pattern down. This is the other one I have, and I do remember that when I blocked it, I felt like it made a pretty big difference, and I am using a different yarn. This one was rayon, or like that bamboo material, I think, and then this one is the linen and cotton. But honestly, I think anything kind of thin and light will work just fine for something like this, but this one's a little more heavy, I think. The thing about this project is it works from the tip, so when you start it, you're going so quick and building so quick, and then the further you go, the wider it gets. So every row takes longer to do, and I feel like it's kind of a mental game because I'm like going so fast in the beginning, and then towards the end, it feels like you're actually getting slower. I would say I have another 1.5 to 2 inches to go, and you can make it as like wide as you want at the base to your liking, but I'm really happy about the fit of this one, so I think I'm just gonna match it perfectly. But I think this is just gonna be my casual knitting project for a little while, my like mindless one that I always talk about. Other than that, as I said, it's Monday and I recently started a weekly ceramics class, so this is my second week. So I will be catching up with you guys after work today because we're gonna head straight to ceramics class, and because of that I am packing up all of the goods, breakfast, lunch, and dinner to eat at work today. I don't know if that's weird, but I will be eating all 3 meals there. I'm so ready to go to pottery. 20 more minutes. I've been getting email updates, and I think we're gonna be learning how to do trimming today. Not even gonna lie, I didn't know what trimming was until I watched a video tutorial of ceramics last night. Like, I didn't know that was a step in the process. much later now. It is unfortunately like 1 a.m. So bad on my part, but that's the thing. I get home from pottery close to 10, so I'm eating my second dinner so late, but it's for those pottery skills, and I think in the long run I'm gonna appreciate it so much because I feel like a little bit addicted to pottery already. Honestly, such a challenging hobby. Sometimes I think those crafts are really fun to pick up because you like really want to get better at them, but today it was my second class and we were learning about trimming. And guys, tell me why. I literally did not know trimming was a thing. Every single pot I saw, I just thought people did that with their hands and that everyone was way better than me. But it kind of makes way more sense now because no matter what, I was not able to get my bowls very smooth. And now it all makes sense. It's because they're using their little scraper things, which was so hard, by the way. So hard. I still have so much to learn, but it's been really fun. I didn't make anything new today. I actually didn't get very much done at all. I trimmed 2 bowls. The demo today took kind of a long time, so I do think it was partially that. But I made 3 bowls during the first class. One of them's really bad, and that's the one I haven't trimmed yet. It was like still wet after drying on the shelf. I don't know why. I don't know what I did wrong, but I trimmed 2 of them today, and I think they're looking all right, but all of my bowls are a little lopsided still. What can you do? Hopefully I can paint them cute enough to cover that up. I don't think I've shown you guys this yet, but it makes so much more sense because this is the first bowl. Or I think I made this one first. I made both of these at my one-time pottery class. So it was just like a 3-hour class where they teach you all of the basics of like wheel throwing, but it's super quick. They just do a demo and then they let you play with your clay for a couple hours. They let you choose the colors, they glaze it for you, but it makes so much more sense because they don't like trim it or anything. So you can see all the texture. This one's also just terrible. It's so lopsided. Honestly, it's kind of cute and sweet. I don't mind really like messy looking things. It kind of looks artsy in its own way, but I think it's also cool because you get to see how you've improved as you go. So these are both on my nightstand table. This one's literally holding the most random stuff. It has cuticle oil, my Kindle clicker, a leave, lip balm, these cute clay hearts my friend made me, and a hair tie, and my favorite bookmark. That's this bowl. I was actually so disappointed when I saw it though. I thought it was hideous, and honestly it is hideous, but fun memories. And then this one looks better because this is the one that I made when we were like following the step-by-step demo, and then the other one I made after and it was not good. But this one still not good, but I used this one for my rings. I also thought this was really ugly when I took it out of the bag, but honestly it's kind of grown on me. And when they're together they look like 2 little ugly pots, but when you fill them with your things too, like with my rings in there, I like it a lot more. That is my ceramic update for this week. It's a 6-week course, so we're already done with week 2. Hello friends and happy Tuesday. Tuesdays I don't go into my office job, which means it is reserved for crafting, and I have a craft that I wanted to show you. I did mean to show you while I was doing it, but I completely forgot. That is the reality of filming things on short form now. I feel like when I only did YouTube, everything would just be revolved around filming YouTube, but now I'm filming it on like multiple cameras for multiple platforms. So the reality of it is I forget a lot of the time, but we try to do our best. So let me talk you through our current craft. This is what we have going on. Do you see this lovely little piece up here? So how it goes is I made that like faux stained glass terrarium. I don't even know how long ago, a while ago. And the way you do that is with this special paint. It's called Gallery Glass, and I just got this in a pack from Amazon. It's pretty cheap, but the way it works is it has a little tube, kind of like puffy paint, where you can squeeze it out and kind of like draw almost with it. So the way it works is you draw black outlines, which, as you guys already saw, I did here. The thing is, I want to do this on all 4 sides, but I have to do one side at a time so that it can dry and so I can touch it. So this is actually going to take a lot longer. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but for that other project you saw, the glass panels came out, so it was a lot easier because you could just lay them out and draw like paper, whereas this one, it's painting on like a box, so I have to hold it like a box. The other difference is that this one I'm going to be painting on the outside, whereas those ones I painted on the panels, flipped them, and then inserted them so that the outside appearance is like glass to the touch. You're looking at the back of it, which makes it look a little bit neater. So I'm curious to see how this turns out, but you might be wondering, what is is this? And it just looks like a vase, but it is actually a lamp from IKEA. It's like a kind of like sea glass feel, like a dusted glass. And I thought this would be such a good item to stain glassify. And I hate to admit this, but I have had this in my closet for I think over 4 months with this craft in mind. I think the reason I didn't do it for so long is because, to be quite honest, my apartment is overflowing with lamps. Like, I have way too many lamps. I do not need this lamp. I actually don't know where I'm gonna put it, but if it turns out good, I'm gonna have to find a place to put it because I have high hopes. As you can see, I'm going for a little lily design. I think I'm gonna do the same thing on all 4 sides, but I think this might be a project that ends up taking the rest of the week, not just the morning. In my head, it was a really quick project, but I tend to do that to myself. So that is the project for today, and now apparently for the rest of this week. How this works on a more instruction level is that if you want, you can use a stencil and print it out. It might be hard on something like this where it's not completely see-through. It might actually work, but on glass you could put a stencil underneath and then trace it with your black paint. I just freehand mine because I don't have a printer. So you go over the lines with your black paint and then you just literally fill it with whatever color you want. The filling part is really easy because honestly, the messier it looks, the more it looks like stained glass. Like, you don't want the paint to be super even because when you kind of have that swirly, uneven texture is what makes it look like stained glass once it dries, which is so cool. So I'm really excited to see how this turns out, especially with like the light bulb in, because I feel like the light shining through is what gives stained glass the really pretty glimmering in the sun look. So I am hopeful for this. It's just gonna take a while. Right now, I'm even waiting for the black paint to kind of dry to the touch because I don't want to start flooding and fill in all the spaces until the black is a little more dry. So I'm gonna wait a little, fill them in, and then I have to wait till it's completely dry to do one of the next sides. I just finished the side and I'm pretty happy with how it looks, but it looks way better once it dries. So I will show you after it dries. And I also have been planning a little in my head. This is the back side because I wanted to start with the back in case I messed up, but I'm gonna do the front side after. And initially I was gonna do the same design on all 4 sides, but I think I might change that and just do like a border on the 2 sides since it's already a sea glass. I feel like if I do this design on top of it, the light might not shine through quite as much. Plus, I'm running out of the white paint. So we'll see. I'll update you and I'll show you what it's looking like once it dries. Hello, it is much later and I just wanted to show you what the dried stained glass looks like. It's been like 4 hours and it's completely dry. Well, this thick part might not be completely dry, but most of it was probably dry within an hour, or at least has looked the same. But see how shiny and pretty. But this is what I'm saying about the white. Like, honestly, this looks pretty similar to this as far as transparency. It just looks shinier. So I don't think I'm gonna do that for the rest of the sides, but we do need to make our second flower on the other side and whatever we decide to put on these 2 sides. So pretty. Oh, also I forgot, but I wanted to add little tiny black details. I was gonna do like a little lines for the flowers and stuff. So maybe I'll just add that on real quick right now. Guys, I have such a fun update for you. You could see it in the corner. It looks like a vase, but I finished painting my little lamp. This is what I did for the other sides. It's much more simple, but I really like it, and it has kind of like an alternating color palette so that maybe it'll give off a little warmer light, not just like green. But this is what it looks like all dry. I'm gonna assemble it now with the light and the bulb, and we're gonna go test it out. It's still bright out, so it might not give the full effect, but I'm so excited to use this in bed while I read tonight. It's so pretty and it matches my vibe perfectly. Oh my gosh, guys, it's so pretty. I can't wait to go plug it in and try it out. This is where I'm thinking. Guys, it is gorgeous. It's actually so bright also, which I'm really impressed by. It's gonna be so helpful because right now we have these like fake sconces and they have rechargeable light bulbs in them, but they're so hard to take out that I never recharge them. So long story short, we have no like nightstand lights, which has actually been a little bit annoying. So this is gonna be such a game changer, and it's so cute too. You can't see anything, but it's exactly how I imagined. Hello friends, and happy Friday. I'm currently uploading tomorrow's YouTube video, which is going to be a crochet diaries, and in the meantime while it's uploading, I'm going to work a little bit on my butter yellow handkerchief. I have to look at the pattern again and rememorize how to do it, but it's been getting a lot easier, so I'm hoping to get something done on this weekend. I have a friend coming over tonight, and we're also going to bake, which I'm so excited for, because when I bake for myself, I'll bake like things to satisfy my sweet tooth, like the tasty chocolate chip cookies, or basically just like chocolate chip cookies, snickerdoodles, just like the basics. But when I bake with friends, I like to do more elaborate baking recipes. Today we're doing this blueberry cheesecake filled cookie, and I am so excited. I've been thinking about it. I just picked up the last necessary ingredients for the delicious blueberry cheesecake cookies that we're making tonight. I'm so excited. I just wanted to end off this video here and thank you guys so much for joining me on another Crafty Girl vlog. As always, I had so much fun bringing you guys along with me, and thank you for keeping me company while I yap about my crafts. If you guys want to stay up to date with more crafts, make sure to check out my other socials and chat with me in the comments about what you've been up to. But other than that, I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.